Hey guys, this is Ziga Panda, and today I just wanted to inform y'all over a product that I have previously reviewed. It was a part of the TSB, the Tarte TSB on QVC.com, and it's still, you can still purchase it on QVC with, for $60, and it has payment plans, so that's always nice. And so I know I've reviewed this before, but I didn't really go into detail. It was just like my first impression and me putting it on, and it is the Amazonian Color Clay Liquid Foundation with SPF 15. And this is in the color medium. Bam. So anyway, I didn't really go into full detail about this, and I feel like I kind of just showed it to y'all, and like, y'all don't really know how long it lasts, whether or not it'll last all day, whether it's full coverage type deal. I feel like y'all kind of just saw my first impression, and of course it was great. I mean, I just put it on. I will say that it has been like 2 months since I purchased this, since that first video, and I will say that I don't find myself using it as often as I thought I would. I actually use the Found Sealer way more than this, but I think it's just because this is liquid and this is more matte, so I think it's just because of the fact that I am shiny, and because I haven't been applying this right until maybe today. I found that when I used it, I ended up putting way too much, and so maybe that's why it discouraged me from using it, but you'll see later how I put it on and how it does look good, and I do love this foundation. I just don't use it as much, maybe because it's so liquid, maybe because it's so heavy. I'm not sure why I don't use it, but I wanted to go into detail so y'all can know before purchasing the TSV, because it is $60, and because, you know, we always want to try new foundations and stuff, and so I just wanted to go into details. This does have SPF 15 sunscreen, and that's broad spectrum. It expires in September next year. That's nice. Active ingredients are titanium dioxide 6% and zinc oxide, and it does tell you to shake well before you open it and use it. It's made in Korea, so that's nice because, you know, Korea has the best BB creams. Not that this is a BB cream. It does have 0.68 fluid ounces, so that's interesting because, you know, most foundations are standard 1 fluid ounce, so this is a little bit over half of standard, so that's interesting, but I do think that this does last longer just because of how much, like, one little, like, dab of your brush that it comes with, and you can literally use that on your whole face, and maybe get a little bit more to cover your nose, or I don't know, but I mean, maybe that's why it has so much less product than most standard high-end foundations. I don't know what I'm saying today. It's like I'm in some world. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a full review of this and a whole demo and throughout the day how it goes, and you'll see in a couple of minutes how that goes and how I like it, and then at the end I'll tell you how I really feel about this product. And like I said, I haven't really been using it, so it's kind of like, it's almost like this is the first time that I'm actually sitting here and like trying to figure out how I like it or not, you know? Hey guys, so I just moisturized my face with my Take a Deep Breath by Philosophy Moisturizer, and this is an oil-free energizing oxygen gel cream moisturizer. And I use this in most of my videos. Sometimes I use my acne moisturizer, but today I just feel like my skin needs to breathe. I feel like the lactic, however you say it, salicylic acid, the acne acid, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like it was making me break out because I know I do have, I am sensitive to that, so I think that's what's been making me break out. I feel like that's just been making me break out, and so I just moisturized with that real quick, and then I used a little bit of my mattifying just on my nose because my nose has been getting really, really like nasty, so I can't handle it. So I'm just gonna take my Amazonian Color Clay Liquid Foundation in medium, and I'm gonna open it. Oh shit, I forgot to shake it. So, shake it. Now you're just gonna take your brush and you're gonna dip it in the little shifter, and you're gonna pick up product, and like, I like to dab my face, like my whole face, before I start brushing it in, because if you just brush it in, it's a lot of product. So kind of like, and then just start sweeping it in. So I brushed that all over my face, and as you can see, it kind of gave me a dewy, semi-matte look. I will say that when you put this on, I would recommend that you start, you try to put it on really quickly, because as soon as you put it on your face and you let it stay there, it starts to dry really quickly. So I would suggest that you definitely right away start sweeping it. Start patting it in. And so, I guess sweeping it in. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so definitely full coverage, definitely covers everything. It definitely gives you a glowing look. I feel like this might be a shade light. Like the medium run's a little light, but it's workable. It's not too orange, it's not too pink, it's neutral. And so now I'm just gonna finish putting my makeup on, and I'm definitely not gonna use any type of powder to set it, just because for this video purpose, and because I'm just gonna be at home all day, so like I don't really care if I get oily. If I get too oily by like 3 hours from now though, I will blot, but I will tell you. You know? And so I'm just gonna finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I finished my makeup and I didn't set it at all or set it with a misting spray. This is how it's set by itself, and so I will check back with you in a couple of hours and then let you know how I think. I will say that it's 12:37 right now. Okay, well, I'll check back with you in a couple of hours. Hey guys, so it's now 3:35 and it has been 3 hours since I put on the foundation and I did the video, so so far so good. I am starting to get a little oily, but it's not really bad. It's almost like right now I look dewy. I don't look too oily. Let me get a close-up. See, as you can see, I look a little oily. There's almost like a sheen to it, but it doesn't feel bad, you know? Like, I don't feel like I have any grease on my face. It just feels like, it feels slightly oily, but I feel like if anything, it made me look dewy. It didn't necessarily make me look too oily. Like, you know when foundation gets super oily? This doesn't feel oily at all. It just feels like, I'm sure if I had set it, this wouldn't have happened. I feel like it's lasting longer than what it normally does, so I'm kind of happy and excited about this because that means that I'll probably start using it more. But yeah, it's not too bad. I feel like if I were to blot, I would be great. I'm gonna hold off on blotting, or I'm gonna try. I might blot if I go to the store because I have to buy a zipper. I'm sewing today. Ugh, it's crazy. But yeah, so far so good, I think. Like, I don't think it's that bad. It might look really bad on camera, but in person, it's not super bad. Or maybe you can't even tell on camera. I'm not 100% sure, but so far so good, so I can't really complain. I can't really complain, so keep watching. Okay guys, so it's now 10, so it's basically been around 9 hours. Oily. Like, my skin is definitely oily by now. Like, obviously I have a very oily sheen to my entire face. For the most part, it's still covering most of my blemishes. Maybe not on this side. I have like 4 peeking through, but I mean, for the most part, my foundation is still on my face. I blotted one time at around 6 p.m. And I'm sure if I blotted just now, it would be fine, but I am starting to feel greasy. I feel like I need to wash my face. I'm probably about to after I finish filming this video. And but my conclusion of this, if you have oily skin, I suggest that you do blot. You do use a setting powder or a setting spray like the De-Slick by Urban Decay. Or a mattifying primer, because for the most part my nose is fine. It's more my cheeks. And I don't know if y'all remembered, but at the beginning of this video I said that I was just gonna put my matting primer on my nose because it gets super oily, but for the most part my nose is fine. It is oily, but not as oily as my cheeks because I feel really oily right here and my T-zone. But mostly my cheeks and my forehead, not so much my nose. So maybe I'm sure if I had, you know, primed and set, everything would have been fine, but because I didn't, I'm definitely super oily, but I mean, considering I didn't do any of that stuff and it has been 8 hours, I think it's great. Like, it lasted 8 hours. It might not be, you know, 24 hours like the Revlon Colors say or my Estee Lauder Devil Wear, but I mean, for school, like, this would be great. Like, 8 hours of school. That's the perfect day, you know? Or even a night out if I put on my makeup at night. But I love the way it covers my imperfections, etc. I keep saying, I don't know. I swear I'm not here today. It's the hour change, like, it's got me going all sorts of goof balls. Anyway, I took out my hair, as you can see. I don't know what was going on this morning. This foundation is definitely medium to full coverage. You can definitely get a full coverage out of this. If you have normal skin, this foundation will probably wear longer on you than my oily skin because I am super oily. I did have acne in high school and I still struggle every now and then, but not as bad. I mean, I just have a lot of acne scars. It did cover most of my scars. Right now they're kind of peeking through, but I mean, it has been 8 hours. I think that if you have dry skin, this is great because it does moisturize. It didn't make my face feel dry at all because, like I said, it's not super matte. And that's all I can really say about this foundation. I think it's great. And another thing that might make this foundation a little oily is the fact that it does have SPF. The fact that it does have SPF 15, and I just feel like most foundations with SPF do tend to be a little oily. So I think that's what it is. But definitely you can use it every day. I just think it's a great foundation. So I recommend this. So if you're interested in the TSV on QVC from Tarte, I definitely recommend that you buy it. It is worth the money. It is worth it for the foundation. That's one of the reasons I bought it. Ended up not using it, but that was one of the reasons I bought it. It's definitely a great foundation, so I definitely recommend that you check out the TSV, and I'm not sure if this is ever going to be released as a single product where you can just buy it at Sephora, etc. Supposedly you could in March. It's March. I haven't seen it at Sephora, I haven't seen it on the Tarte website. It's strictly QVC, maybe at the end of March, I'm not sure. But for now, the only way you can get this foundation is through the QVC website, buying the TSV, which is $60, but there is $20 monthly payments for 3 months. So, but it does come with a lot of products that have been featured in another video that I have, so check it out. I might have a link somewhere around me, I'm not sure. But check that out. This is definitely worth it. I think you're definitely getting your money's worth, but that's all I can really say. So thanks for watching, guys. I should have ended that with Decaf Panda out, but I didn't. So anyway, bye.